This is Ronald at WIN-911, and thank you for joining us for our next video in our instructional video series. In general, roles and labels both will simplify the configuration and maintenance. Roles will allow grouping of people, and labels will allow groupings of alarms. The idea is that you can apply things much easier to the group versus having to apply them to the individual one by one or to each individual alarm. Let's go ahead and pull up our configurator here. And then we can get to roles from contact and then roles. And you should find a couple of pre-built roles for you. Those can be deleted if you would like to just create all new ones. You can delete those using this button, and then to add new ones, click the plus sign there, which is create. And we're going to call this engineers and put a description in here. And then we can adjust the color as well to separate it visually from any other roles you may have created already. All right, let's give it a nice red color here. Perfect. And we're going to save that and see that there. And then from our bookkeeping workspace here, you'll see if any people have been assigned to this role, which I'll show you how to do that. So we're going to click on one of our connections here. We're going to pick on old John right here. Bottom right, you go into edit mode, you'll see the roles pop up. And then you can click from here and then click that John is a field engineer. We're going to save that, and then you'll see it appear there now. And then it should also appear in that bookkeeping workspace for engineers, which it does. You see John and then the type right there. We're going to skip ahead to schedules here, to roles. I'm sorry, to labels. Let's try that again, which functions very similarly to the way roles does. You'll see a couple of pre-built ones in there. Actually, I'm going to delete this and re-add it so you can see how I did that. Same way, we're going to create a new label there. We're going to call this hazardous, and we're going to give this a description of dangerous machinery, or whatever you'd like to call it there. You get the idea. We're going to give it a new color here. We're going to do pink or purple or fuchsia or whatever this is. All right, and then same thing. From here we can see if any alarms are utilizing this label. All right, now we're going to move on to schedules here. So we give you 8 pre-canned schedules. These cannot be edited, but we can copy and edit those. We'll get to that in a second here. The idea with schedules is that the system will need to know, when to contact somebody, so the schedule will show people's availability. There's 8 pre-canned one that should cover most types of schedules, but if you need to edit some or create your own, I'll show you how to do both those things. Let's say that one of these schedules is going to be pretty similar to what you want. Instead of recreating a whole new one, you can copy and edit that. So I'll show you, let's say for weekdays, you want to be nice and give everybody Thursday or Fridays off, and so you just want to have Monday to Thursday. So we're going to click down here to edit the copy. We create a new copy, and we're going to give that a new name, say weekdays except for Friday. We're going to change the description to Monday to Thursday. And from here, I'll show you how to edit that. You can go about this a couple of different ways. So from here, you can click on the X for Friday. If you delete the entire series, that's going to remove every single entry on all the days, so we don't want that. Deleting the occurrence will delete just that one day. So you could do it that way, which might take a while, having to delete every single Friday and every month for the whole calendar year. So we are not going to do it that way. I'm going to show you a different one here. We're going to double click and we're going to open the series, so open the entire occurrence, and then we're going to edit it from here. We're going to edit a recurrence, and then instead of doing every weekday, we're going to change that to weekly and just remove Fridays here. So we're going to click OK, I'm going to click OK, and now all of our Fridays are gone. And just to confirm, let's go to a couple different months, and you can see all the Fridays are gone. So that's one way you could approach creating a custom schedule. We're going to save that. I'm going to show you a different way here. If you have a lot more granular needs, instead of editing down a current copy, you can always create your own new copy. So we're going to show you that here. And we're going to call this we'll call this Shift A. And we're going to make this, I don't know, we'll call this Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from, we'll say 8 a.m. to 12 to noon or so. Okay. And then so from here you can do it a couple different ways. If you click the add new appointment, it's going to assume that you mean for the current day, which is today. So it's going to show up on Friday, June 2nd here, which you can see that right there. If you click anywhere else inadvertently, let's say we click on the 3rd and then try to click add appointment, it's going to show up on the 3rd. This took me a few times of using to realize that. So I was like going crazy, like where's my add appointment? Where's it at? But then it's down below here. So just keep that in mind. Another way to approach this, let me X out of this. Okay. Another way to approach this is just double click the day itself. So we're gonna do that for Monday. And this is for, you can put one specific, if you use this screen here, this is applicable to that one specific day. We want to make this for several days. So we're gonna click on edit recurrence. That gives us more options here. And we're gonna make this Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and the time is from 8 a.m. So we'll click on 8 a.m. to noon. All right. And then this is going to recur every week and a range of recurrence with no end date, just ongoing. So we're going to click OK, and then you will see, oops, let's try that again. Open the series, I clicked the wrong button here, which is good for you guys to see, so I'll show you how to fix this. Okay, so I missed this here, the duration of 28 hours, so we want to make sure that the duration matches. So you can do this a couple ways here. Probably the easiest way is to go 4 hours, and that'll make sure that it applies it properly. There we go. And that looks like it's supposed to look here, with them being available Monday, Wednesday, Friday for shift day, and then not being available Tuesday, Thursday. So that looks good, so we're going to save that. And now we have our different schedules here. And similarly to roles and labels, you can apply, similarly to roles, you can apply the scheduling to individual people and their connection methods. So back to John here. We're gonna say John, his current schedule is always, but we're gonna change that to now he's shift day. And so now he's available only on Monday, Wednesday, Fridays. So if an alarm happens and John's part of the engineering group, the schedule is going to be honored. And if it's on a Tuesday, we're not going to contact him because he is only available Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So we're going to click that. And then I'll go back and show you the schedules here. Once we click Shift A, we can see that it is being applied to John. So that's one way to interact with schedules. Another way is through the advanced tactics, which I will show you some of this now, and then we'll get into this a little bit more in the next video here. Okay, so we're going to create a new tactic here, a new advanced tactic, I should say. Then there is a schedule decision block, which will let us know if it meets scheduling. If it matches, then go this route. If it does not match, if the schedule logic is false, it's not that day or that schedule, then go this route instead. So we can click on things like Shift A, and then per our previous example, let's say if it doesn't match on Shift A, we want to notify John. Or if it does not match Shift A, which would mean it's a Tuesday or a Thursday, then we want to notify somebody else. So we're going to say if it's not Shift A, then let's go ahead and notify Georgie on his mobile 911 app instead. And then you can see here there's two little icons showing that schedules will be honored. If you want to ignore schedules, somebody's schedule is part of a tactic, you can click on this, and then you can choose to ignore their schedule. That way it'll always notify them. You can see that little icon changes there. All right, folks, well, that is our brief video on roles, schedule, and labels.